Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or simply interested in the value of old coins, you've come to the right place. Today we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Kennedy half dollar, specifically the 1974 version. We're going to talk about its circulated value, history, and what makes this coin special for collectors. Now, before we get into its value, let's take a look at some quick history behind this coin. The Kennedy half dollar was first released in 1964, just a few months after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was introduced as a tribute to the fallen president, replacing the Franklin half dollar. Now, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar is part of the series minted between 1971 and 1974, before the coin was switched to a copper-nickel composition in 1977. It's often considered a more accessible coin for collectors because it was made in large quantities during its circulation. Let's talk about the design for a second. The obverse features a portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. It's based on a famous photograph taken of Kennedy. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparro, showcases the U.S. presidential seal with an eagle. Date 1974 is inscribed on the obverse, right under Kennedy's chin. Along with this, you'll also see the familiar inscriptions, Liberty at the top, In God We Trust below Kennedy's chin, and the mint mark below the 7 in 1974. Now, let's get into the real question. What's the circulated value of the 1974 Kennedy half dollar? If you've got one of these coins in your pocket or coin collection, the value might surprise you. Coins in average circulated condition might be worth the face value, 50 cents, but those in better condition, like uncirculated or proof coins, can fetch a higher price. In mint condition, you might see values ranging from $2 to $5 or more. For collectors, the real value comes with the coin's condition. If you have a coin that's almost flawless, you could see higher prices. But with most circulated coins, expect to find them at face value unless they have special mint marks or unique characteristics complementing the mint mark, especially in proof condition, can be worth quite a bit more than the standard Denver and Philadelphia versions. But when it comes to regular circulation coins, the mint mark doesn't have a huge impact on their value, such as medals by a woman sapphire fed up with the president. In 1974, Kennedy charged more than $135 for a visit to the mint mark, especially in proof condition. Significance, but also because of the variety in the minting process. Over the years, certain coins have come to light with errors or unique characteristics, which can drive up the value. As with all coins, the market value of the 1974 Kennedy half dollar fluctuates over time. If you're looking to sell, the best way to get a fair price is by either checking with your local coin dealers or reviewing auction results online. Why should you care about collecting the 1974 Kennedy half dollar? Well, first off, this coin is part of a long-standing tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents. It's a coin that reflects both American history and the nation's changing numismatic landscape. Collecting these coins gives you a chance to hold a piece of history, and as time passes, older coins tend to become more desirable, especially if they're in excellent condition or have a rare minting error. If you're just starting out in the world of coin collecting, or if you're already a seasoned collector, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar is a great addition to your collection, and its value will continue to evolve as the market changes. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. What do you think? Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Have you spotted any minting errors or unique versions of this coin? Let us know in the comments below. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar is part of the series of coins that was first introduced in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Here's a breakdown of the historical context and significance of this coin. In 1963, after the assassination of President Kennedy, there was a nationwide desire to honor his legacy. The U.S. Mint, under the direction of the Kennedy family, decided to replace the Franklin half dollar with a coin that would carry Kennedy's image. The new half dollar was authorized by Congress and was issued in 1964, only months after his death. The coin features a profile portrait of President Kennedy on the obverse, designed by artist Gilroy Roberts, based on a famous photograph of Kennedy. The reverse of the coin was designed by Frank Gasparow and shows the Great Seal of the United States, with an eagle holding a shield, olive branches, and arrows. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was struck as part of the continuing series from 1964 to 1974. The primary difference between the earlier versions and the 1974 coin lies in the Kennedy half-dollar was made of 90% silver and 10% copper until 1964. However, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a clad composition in 1965, which included a core of copper and a thin outer layer of silver. This change made the coin less valuable in terms of the precious metal it contained. Recently, the coin was ordered by the number that it contained to reach 0, which is why the final number there fell low, not somewhere on the order of 0 or 171 to 1974. The Kennedy half-dollar was produced in large quantities, primarily for circulation, but also for special proof sets sold to collectors. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was not produced in high demand for general circulation. By this time, the half-dollar coin had fallen out of widespread use, and many Americans simply didn't use it much in daily transactions. The coin was still being produced by the U.S. Mint, though, as it was seen as a tribute to JFK and as a collectible piece. In the 1970s, most half-dollars were produced in proof sets or were issued for specific commemorative purposes. The circulation figures for the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar show that more than 100 million coins were minted, making it a relatively common coin, but still sought after by collectors, particularly those with interest in the Kennedy-era coins. The Kennedy half-dollar series, including the 1974 coin, doesn't carry the high silver content that revenue did. Additionally, the 1974 S-proof coin was made in smaller quantities and is often prized for its superior finish and quality. Over time, the Kennedy half-dollar became less common in circulation, and many people began holding on to the coin as a keepsake or collector's item. Today, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar is more valuable to collectors than its face value, though it remains an accessible and affordable piece for many who are interested in the history of U.S. coinage. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar continues to be a significant coin for collectors, not only because of its association with President Kennedy, but also as a key piece in the broader history of U.S. coinage, reflecting changes in composition and the evolving role of half-dollar coins in American currency. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. What do you think? Do you have one of these coins in your collection? Have you spotted any minting errors or unique versions of this coin? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on any future coin updates. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!